92-80 final score. Your thoughts on the game today?
I thought we did a great job of executing our defensive game plan coming into this game. We changed a few things up for this game defensively, especially in our ball screen coverage, and I thought it helped us a lot defensively. It's an area we've been trying to get better at, and it's been one of my focal points of frustration with our team is I think we have a really good ability to score, and we hadn't had a great ability to get stops. But, I thought we did a great job of buying into what we were doing, and we're starting to kind of hopefully figure it out on that end of the floor.
So you mentioned the switch kind of in style. Is that something you did for this opponent or for something going forward?
For this opponent. We generally have specific things that we do scout purposes for each game, and we just have not done a very good job of executing those things game to game. Even when we were winning, it had been one of my complaints with this team in the locker room with them after each game. But I thought today was probably the best that we had done or had done executing it for the course of 40 minutes and trying to stick with what we were doing. So they hit some big shots late. Brandon Scott's a heck of a guard, bust us for 29. I mean, he is a tremendous scorer, and they got a very good team, a very well-coached team by Chris Francis, and I think we did a pretty good job of defending them today, though.
A whale of a game for John Ellis today. Not only does he score 19 points on 7 of 8 shooting from the floor, but had 6 assists as well to go along with 3 steals. And what I thought was important about that was they were showing a willingness to play off of John, especially early in the game, and he made him pay today.
Yeah, it's something, we pointed it out in film on Monday. It's last couple teams we've played have done that to him. My biggest thing with this whole team has been assisting plays. That's what we talked about before the game. That's what we did yesterday in practice. We didn't let them score unless it was an assisting play yesterday in practice while we were working on our half-court offense. I was very disappointed by our play against Mid-America Christian. Coach Gamblin did a great job of taking away Terrence Bonhomme and Rydell Kamage. They trapped him quite a bit. But I thought because of that we should have had more assists, and I was disappointed because we had 6 assists that game, and we'd been averaging 17, 18 assists per game, and to have 6, we had 3 in each half. It's just I kind of felt like we were acting a little selfish, to tell you the truth, and it was a little bit frustrating, and so I'm really proud of our guys having 15 assists to 11 turnovers for a game. Especially right now when we're still figuring out who we are. Everyone can see we're very talented offensively, but we're asking guys to make plays to get other guys shots. And that's where John came up big for us tonight, having 6 assists. He got in the paint, not only found his stroke a little bit on the scoring, but he got other people involved, and we got to continue to do a better job of that moving forward.
To that end, Mark Howell, not an eye-popping stat line, 7 points. He did have 4 rebounds and 2 assists, but I just felt like he was a little bit more under control in this game than I've seen him be in the past. Did you feel that way?
I felt like that for sure. He pushed at times we needed to transition and get down the floor, and then he did a good job of getting down the floor in a hurry and then backing it out at times that we needed to run offense. And I thought he did a good job of managing our team when he was out there. He's only going to continue to get better, along with several other guys. We got much improved and much better play out of Walter Rickett tonight, too. I think he'd been struggling in the last 2 or 3 games, finding his role, and that's a difficult thing to do on this team, is really try to figure out where exactly you fit into what we're doing, especially this season, and as you progress in a season and roles start being defined, you're trying to figure out how you can help the team the most, and sometimes you overdo it and hurt the team, and that's kind of been Walter Rickett's thing is, he goes in there and plays his tail off every time, and we're trying to get him to understand when you're in there, it's for a purpose, and to try to figure out, hey, bring us some energy. That's the number one thing he can do. And right away he gets in and gets an offensive rebound putback. So, I was really glad to see that, he came in and had some much improved play for us today.
What was the mindset of this team coming into this game? Because effectively you're coming in on a 4-game losing streak, 2 of those exhibitions, so they don't count towards your record, but lost 4 games in a row. How was the team's mindset coming in?
I think it was fine. I think, our team's smart enough to see we got a pretty good basketball team, and we got off to a great start, and it was really trying to get them to understand of why we had a lack of success, and that was the hard thing for us to do as a coaching staff. And while we're at it, I got to tip my hat to our staff. Ryan Litzinger, Jared Kruger, and now we've added Dylan Limley. They did a heck of a job with the scout and preparing this basketball team for this game. But for us, it's just, we found a lot of success early. and then we kind of got away from that for a few games. And really, we took a lot of film. We tried to break it down and show them, but I thought it was a lot of things. Hustle plays. I can take you back to the Mid-America Christian game, and there was a huge play where Keyshawn Perkins misses a shot, gets an offensive rebound, kicks it out for a missed three, gets another offensive rebound, and then they get a dunk in the middle of the paint late in the game. And those are hustle plays that teams that I've seen here the last 2 years that I've been a part of have come up with generally. And so it was a little bit frustrating that it was just different things. We just, we'd emphasize one thing, and it was almost like we de-emphasized something else. So it was trying to get them to understand, okay, we've worked on this, so now we need to work on something else, but you can't forget about this first thing we worked on. So, it's just going to be continue to point out mistakes and try to continue to improve moving forward.
You mentioned Dylan Lemley joining your staff as an assistant coach. What kind of things is he going to bring? Of course, the former St. Greg's head coach joining the OCU staff.
The thing I liked right away, first of all, he's been great. He's been great jumping in like he did at the time he did. The players took to him in a hurry. But, he's played in this league, so he understands this league from a player standpoint, and he's been an assistant in this league, and he's been a head coach in this league. So, he brings a lot of experience, especially in conference and SAC play, to our staff and to help us and as we're preparing for this stuff. And the thing I like is I got 3 guys that bring 3 different opinions to work every day, and so we're getting new ideas on how to do certain things. So it's not the same stuff over and over. We're having to come up with different ways to improve our team, but we're getting it from 3 different guys as well, and 4 when you throw me in there. So it's been a blessing to have as large a staff as we do this year, and I think it's really helping our team, especially in practice. You got 5 guys on the floor. We got 4 coaches, so we can constantly yell at specific things to try to help remind us and improve us, in certain aspects defensively. So it's been great. John
Brown on Saturday. What are you looking forward to in that game?
Not looking forward to it at all. They got a very good basketball team. Coach Besta, I got to watch a little bit of his team on tape this morning. They've got a very talented team. Jake Cottle's playing phenomenal right now for them. They can score it. They defend really well. They shoot the ball really well. I really like his team. It looks like they've got some great team chemistry, running a motion offense that they run, and they've come up with some big-time wins already in SAC play. So, again, that's not something I'm looking forward to, but I am looking forward to seeing our team compete once again on the floor. We got 2 days to try to improve and put ourselves in position to win, but it's going to be very hard. That's a tough place to play. And it's going to be a very, very challenging game for us defensively for sure with what they do on offense.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. 92-80 the final.